exploring lakes, rivers, and reservoirs across the country with an unyielding goal to enlighten viewers from a fisheye perspective. Come along and we'll investigate the habitat. Much more than a fishing show, this is an eye-opening aquatic experience. Welcome to Kim Stricker's Hook and Look. If you're an avid panfish angler, you know the joy of an aggressive crappie bite. But often, like the flicking of a switch, that zealous feeding activity suddenly quits. This is the scenario we examine on this week's program. Kim Stricker, along with his esteemed guest, Wally Marshall, vertical jig midsummer slabs schooled around deep trees and brush, and encounter this puzzling phenomenon.
Welcome to Wally's world.
I was the king of disco, brother.
Yes, Wally Marshall, the self-proclaimed king of disco, better known as Mr. Crappie, along with Broken Bow guy Doug Story, have once again hooked up with Hook and Look to help introduce Wally's latest creation.
Hey, Kim, I want to show you the newest, greatest. I'm talking about a crappie lure that's going to change crappie fishing. I'm talking about the new Scizzor Shad by Strike King and Mr. Crappie. This Scizzor Shad bait right here is actually 3/4 of an inch solid here, and it has a hollow back of the body there, and right up inside there, there's a void to where you can put scent or you can put a rattle. Yep. It comes with a twin tail with the signature Mr. Crappie balls on there that's like, you know, it puts a lot of action. You know, when you're jigging.
We're gonna vertical jig?
We're vertical jigging today in about 20 to 25 foot of water, and that's the reason we're using an 1/8 ounce head. You know what I'm saying?
The sun ushers in another sultry midsummer day in southeast Oklahoma. With anticipation, Kim and Wally admire the scenery while making their way across Broken Bow Reservoir.
There's some fish right there. I'm looking at them on that.
Yep.
Right there on that
Right
down imaging. Look at the fish right there on top of that pile where it's kind of coming up on that hump. We ought to catch one right here.
There's one. There we go. That's a good one.
Let me get the net, bro.
Oh, yes.
There you go, brother. Good catch, man. Woo! Swallowed that puppy.
Now that one ate. I mean,
Hey,
it was a good.
There's no question. No question about it.
It's not one of the big slabs, but he'll eat
Hey,
it.
I'm talking tater chip, baby. We're talking about something to eat.
That's right. Heck yeah. Well, put him in the live well.
Nice. Nice.
Put him in the live well. And what do you got there?
Hey, I went right in behind you right there. Oh, there's a nice one.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Back to back, brother. Give me some skin. When you caught that fish, I mean, I went right in right behind you. Bam, caught this one right here. I'll tell you what, that Scizzor Shad is deadly. That fish right there is about 12 inches, dude.
Yeah, nice one.
That's a nice crappie out here at the Broken Bow Lake.
Well,
Hey,
get him in the live well.
Let's go. Let's get another one. You know, I used to be a DJ, brother. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
I was the king of disco, brother.
Oh, that's right. You did tell me about.
Yeah, I got the mirror ball and everything, dude. We need it out here, man. We'd have it all going on. Get down on it. Get down on it. Where's the net?
I'll get it. I'll catch the fish.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
whoa,
yeah.
that's a good sausage
We're
head.
talking hog. Hog City, baby. Hog City. Woo! Look at that tater chip right there. Hey, that's a big size. That's a Texas tater chip. Up in Oklahoma, how'd you get here?
Very nice.
Oh,
Wally.
man.
Look at that.
Hey, just soon as it hit, it ticked the brush. Just soon as it ticked it.
Awesome.
Oh, man. Boy, that sucker stuck too, man. There we go. Wow. Look at that big old fish. Look at that. That's 14 inches, brother. I tell you what, Kim, it doesn't get any better than this right here.
Don't go away. The King of Disco will be right back. Can you dig it? Hook and Look is brought to you by Strike King Lure Company, #1 in fishing lures. Seagar, trust Seagar when everything is on the line. Power Pole, swift, silent, secure. Aquaview, reinventing underwater cameras. And by Indian River, Michigan Tourist Bureau. Pure water, pure trails, pure north.
What you do is just run it through the nose and push it back, and it come right out in that void just like that right there. Those twin tails on there have twice the action, you know, when you jig it, and it looks so natural, you know, with the 3D eyes. It looks like it's just real shad, you know.
When they strike this, crappie don't really go down on the bait. They come up, don't they?
No, they're looking up at it. They sit in the water like this. They don't sit in the water like this. They're like this. And so their eyes are on top of their head, and so they're looking up. And when that bait comes down on this pile like we're fishing right here, they're just sitting right there above that pile, and they just come up, and it's just a quick. You know what I'm saying?
We got him
How about that? Right there.
Feels a little better.
Come back and got him.
Oh, hey, that's not a bad one.
Come on in here.
Come in here. Thank you, thank you. Come on over here. All right. Nothing wrong with that.
Nice, brother. You said he was there.
Black crappie.
Easy now, boy.
That pretty little thing. Put him back in the live well. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it again.
Good shot. Get us back on that hot spot, brother.
They're biting on this pile.
Right there's the brush, brother. Fish.
What do you got? You got a fish. If that's a crappie, you got a world record on there, I think. Catfish or a bass. Just pulling your little rig, ain't he?
Get the net, brother.
Yeah, I got the net.
Bass.
Look at that. Oh!
Oh, I had my chance. Oh, he threw the Scizzor Shad. That's a good old bass right there now.
But that shows you how those bass get in those brush piles too. Underwater, we've seen them in the bushes here. And not just one.
They're killing the Scizzor Shad.
Yes, they are. Keep the action going. When you get on them and they're biting, you gotta keep with it.
Here we go. Here we go.
There we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
Did a good one?
Nice. Nice. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
That is a dandy.
Nice, nice. I was like, hey. Hey, look at here. There's a white crappie. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Yeah, that's a white crappie right there. That sucker's long, ain't he?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice fish, nice fish. Hey, you know, this lake's got black crappie and white crappie. You know, these white crappie like to hang around the brush, etc. Black crappie, they'll get around rocks, boulders, etc. But
let's show them the difference.
yeah, let's show them the difference. Get one out of the live well there. The white crappie has the bars going down on its side. Then a black crappie has speckles that runs along his body. So white crappie, black crappie, and good to eat crappie. It don't matter, black or white, we going to the grease, brother.
Through all the years and all the fish, no matter how small or big, they can't resist the deadly lure of the famous Stricker jig.
Really?
Oh, gosh.
Is that the Stricker snag? Love you, man.
Very good, very good. That was clever. So I just give them a little Stricker jig, I call it. Raise it up. Let it come down.
I'm sweating like you know what, brother.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a good one.
The old Stricker jig.
I think that was
Ooh,
the
that's
Wally.
a good one.
That was the Wally Wiggle.
Oh, look at that.
That was the Wally Wiggle right there. I seen you wiggling.
There's a big black.
No, that's white, ain't it?
No,
Huh?
I don't think so. He's
White crappie, brother.
Oh, it is a white crappie. You're right. Like I'm going to tell Mr. Crappie what it is, huh? Broken bow. Those are fun. Oh man, look at those fish. Without question, the bite was hot, but only for a brief period. On each spot we fished, when the bite shut down, it really shut down, and did so after catching no more than a half a dozen fish out of each school. Did the crappie leave? If not, why the sudden lack of enthusiasm? How about we take a more in-depth look into the crappie's world in hopes of better understanding their fastidious behavior.
Coming up, Kim shares some underwater insight on finicky crappie. Right after this. Welcome back. Kim and his guest Wally Marshall have been loading the live well with broken bow slabs. Yet crappie can be a finicky sort. Chances are you've experienced how the bite can unexplainably slow.
Oh, you get it in front of them, they gonna slam it, brother.
That's what we as fishermen want to believe. However, our perception isn't always correct, and Wally recognizes that fact as well. More often than not, just because you're not getting bit doesn't mean the fish aren't present, especially when it comes to crappie.
So what initially triggers a school of crappie into aggressively biting an artificial bait? Is it the visual action of the lure's enticing movement? Is it a competitive response? And more importantly, what influences the dramatic shift in their behavior, bringing about their sudden lack of enthusiasm? Is it just a case of conditioning? Or could it be a highly developed sense of smell and taste?
To my knowledge, there really hasn't been much scientific study done at all with crappie. Yet I can share some results of my own research where it certainly appears that crappie often rely on their sense of smell and taste. When Wally and I would first approach a school of crappie, the bite was aggressive and immediate. Yet time and again, the bite quickly diminished and our ensuing underwater observations revealed what appeared to be the crappie acting much more reluctant, cautiously sniffing the Scizzor Shad. Yes, sniffing, as well as tasting the Scizzor Shad. My friend Steve Quinn, senior editor for In Fisherman magazine, points out in a recent article that a close look at a crappie's snout reveals a pair of nostrils. You can see the front opening where the water enters the olfactory chamber and the rear port where it exits. So crappie are equipped with the tools to utilize this sense, which is probably much more developed than we even realize. Like smell, taste appears to be every bit important to a crappie as well, whereby they can further distinguish dinner from disaster. A crappie has taste buds on its mouth, tongue, and throat, as well as outside the mouth. Steve Quinn goes on by stating that the crappie can inhale a bait, decide it's objectionable, and eject it in less than a half a second, far faster than an angler can set the hook. And they do this with startling frequency. To sum it up, I believe this was a case whereby the addition of a scent product or tipping the Scizzor Shad with a minnow or maggot may have given us an edge up during the tough periods, but frankly, we were still catching far more than our share without.
Man, I gotta get me another bug.
Like a crappie.
No. There's fish down there. I'm looking at them.
Yeah. There's one right there.
Come over here.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one too. That's a big crappie. Big crappie.
There you go, brother.
That's
what we're looking for right there, brother. That's what I'm talking about. I was sitting there looking at them. Oh, dude. Nice.
Nice. Now that's a sausage head, right?
That is the sausage
Look
head.
at the size of that crappie.
Wow.
Well, when I pulled out of that, man, that's a lot of weight for a crappie.
Boy, that's a nice fish right there, Kim. I'm talking about, hey, man. Hey, right at 15 inches, dude. Scizzor Shad, brother.
You know it.
Yeah.
What a nice fish. Look at that crappie.
That's sweet. And they're thick, too, right there. Just look at all that meat.
Man, broken bow.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, I'm gonna put him in the live well.
Let's do it. Looking at them on Hook and Look.
Want more underwater content? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll be right back. This portion of Hook and Look is brought to you by Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Evinrude, introducing the all-new Evinrude E-Tech G2. Sims Fishing Products, the choice of professional guides and anglers worldwide. Dr. Edward Lonieski, ethical and effective stem cell therapy. And by Sportfish Michigan, your source for the top charter captains and guides.
Briefly, 5 good reasons you should have a pair of power poles on your boat. Number 1, to securely anchor your boat in shallow water. Number 2, to prevent your boat from drifting away while targeting and releasing bedding fish. It's a known fact that the further you drift away from the nest, the less likely the fish will successfully return to it. Number 3, in deep water, you can easily attach power pole drift paddles to the spikes, which when deployed will slow your drift up to 50%. Number 4, to simply secure your boat while parked on the bank. And number 5, resale. Yes, resale, because when you're ready to sell, your fully loaded bass boat wouldn't be so without a pair of power pole hydraulic anchors.
I mean, our depth today's been 23 to 30 foot, you know, the piles we've been finding.
With the assistance of Humminbird side imaging, Kim and Wally are surveying points in search of structure at what has been the productive depth. Once located, Kim simply scrolls the cursor on the screen over to the brush, presses a button, and creates a waypoint. Then returns to the exact spot, throws out a marker buoy, drops his Scizzor Shad, and promptly goes to work.
Ooh, but that is. Ooh, that's a good one, Wally. That's a good one.
Well, I was gonna wait till you quit through playing with him. You got him, Bill? White crappie, huh?
Yeah.
White crappie, that's what I'm talking about. We on the right hole, brother.
We are.
Great find, brother. Great find. Biggin. Biggin, 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 biggin.
Oh!
This is like stealing, brother. This is like stealing. Is this fun, dude?
It is. It is a riot.
It's just,
But it's hot, I'll say that.
you know, it's 102 in the shade. You know, yesterday I seen a robin using a pot holder on a worm.
I hate that. You know it's hot when you see that.
Woo! Look at that big old white. Mm-hmm. Come on, Daddy. Get in here with you. Brothers and sisters. Look down in there. Oh, man. What you talking about? Thud. When they start going thud in the live well, you know you got you some fish. And you got some cleaning to do. How about me
How
just
about we
reel-
just keep catching
How about
those
if I just keep
crappie?
catching? Oh, look at this
Oh,
one.
that's a
Daddy,
dandy.
daddy. Woo! Look at these big old whitefish, man. I didn't know. Oh, he hit the no-flop zone right here on the hook, and look. This right here, this 15.5 inches from the tip of my fingers to the bend of my elbow. We're talking big white crappie. You know, I never really got into the white crappie right here on Broken Bow, but Kim, we put on the side imaging, we come through here, 26, 27 foot of water, bam, hit these fish, and throwed it on the down imaging, and we're looking dead at them.
Yep.
This fish right here is awesome, brother. Hey, Texas sweet onions, fresh tomato, huh? Can go cornmeal.
Our guy Doug Story is going to fix us up.
Broken Bow slabs, bro. Wow. You know, for the last 10 years, I've been watching Hook and Look with Kim Stricker on TV. They amaze me every time they bring a show out because the underwater footage is so amazing. It's unbelievable how Kim Stricker can come up with videoing live crappie strikes underwater. It's a phenomenon, man. I'm telling you, Hook and Look is the best show on TV. Remember, hook and look.
Hook and Look is a Kim Stricker production.